As we all know, being a college student is extremely difficult. We have a lot of stuff that we have to worry about. Stuff like our jobs, our grades, or even our social life. But the problem that I think that most college students have difficulty with is how to pay for college. Paying for college can be really difficult for most students unless you get lucky and have a grant or scholarship. But even if you have those, if you live on campus, you still might have to pay out of pocket or have to get a loan. For a college student, I think the most difficult part about going to college is trying to find how to pay for college. For example, if you have grants or scholarships, that's free money, but you also have to worry about keeping up the grades. If you don't keep up with your grades, you could lose one or both of your grant or scholarships and end up having to pay out of pocket. I know that for some students, keeping up with the grades, because for some scholarships it's pretty high, it's really stressful. And it can make them be stressed out throughout their whole college career. Another way to pay for college would be student loans. Getting student loans can be pretty hard to decide if you're willing to go down that road because you're going to have to pay them back eventually, and some of them have pretty high interest rates. The problem with loans is that most students just take out the max amount when they just need a small amount to cover for their school, and then they end up having to pay for that mistake the rest of their lives. If a student decides to pay out of pocket, there's multiple ways he can go on about doing that. For example, if he's lucky, he can get his parents to cover the rest of his balance. Or if he's like me, he's going to have to get a job. But sometimes having just one job isn't enough to cover for college, so you're going to have multiple part-time jobs. But having multiple part-time jobs can have a detrimental effect on your grades because you're focusing more on work than on your own schoolwork, and it can just lead your grades to go down the hill. If a student has a grant or a scholarship, the easiest way to keep that is to make a schedule for when to study for each class so he's able to maintain his grades up. That way he doesn't have to be stressed out throughout the whole semester trying to find time to study or be worried that his grades are too low for the scholarship renewal. As far as for loans, the solution to that quote-unquote problem would be that as soon as they take it out, wait a couple months and start making payments on it so that the interest rates, or not the interest rates, the interest on the loans doesn't accumulate while you're in school. So when you graduate, you can just pay off the remainder balance instead of paying the interest the rest of your life. As far as if you have to get a job or a part-time job to pay for college, I would recommend also creating a schedule of some sort so you can have time to study and do your homework and stuff like that. It might be a little hard with the job and everything, but if you plan ahead, I believe that you can do it. Paying for college can be a really hard decision, or choosing how to pay for college. But if you think about all the choices, come to a decision to which one is better for you, then I think it'll be easy for you to pay for college.